everybody. It's Intuitive Medium Christine, and I'm back. Here is your weekly oracle reading for the week of October 2nd. This week, we are going to be using Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron-Reid. I started this last week, and it was towards the middle of the week, so I'm going to continue with it today because I haven't done this in a while, and I like this deck, and I have a client that really likes it, and she was like, hey, you should try this deck. So we're going to try this deck for this week. The first thing I want to do is ask everybody today to take a moment of silence and to say a prayer for everyone in Las Vegas. Once again, we have another tragedy in our country. So let's all send a prayer to all friends and family that were involved in this. Okay? Now we'll move on from here. Okay, so the first card that we have for this week is called the Altar Priestess. The Altar Priestess, okay? And on the front of the card, it says preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. So I'm going to read these right out of the book because they're long and complicated. So here we go with the Altar Priestess. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer and devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. The challenger for this card is, are you degrading yourself in any way or lessening the importance of your impact in the world? Have you allowed someone to dishonor you? Have you failed to stand up for your beliefs in order to get something you want? The Altar Priestess warns that continuing on this path could bring you trouble, as you may be aligning yourself with lower ideas as your companions. Another message she brings you is this: never sell yourself short when it comes to your intuition. Trust your intuition. It's usually correct. You'll always be led to the highest ground when you allow your inner guidance. Okay? So once again, trust your intuition. If you feel like something's wrong, feel it out and try to feel where it's coming from. I had this feeling last week. And go with your gut. Go with your gut feeling that something is not right. An important responsibility is brought to you when the Altar Priestess comes to you as your challenger. You're being required to be a spiritual warrior, and to have courage. Be ready, respect yourself, and believe in your purpose as you're being chosen to do the embodiment of the sacred in the world. In essence, you're challenged to be the best you that you can possibly be and get out there and do it. You can do it, and Spirit is counting on you, okay? So it's telling you, sometimes we have life changes in our life, and we don't listen to what Spirit is telling us, and we continue to do something, and even though it's not in our best interest, we continue to do it anyways, and Spirit gets to the point where they're like, okay, you have a purpose. If you're not doing what your purpose is, we're going to now force you to do your purpose, okay? So I'm kind of going through this right now myself, so I'm being forced to do what I was put here to do, I believe, since the age of 2 years old, okay? So pay attention to this card. It's a very, very, very important card. Follow your dreams and follow your heart and follow what you know is right. The second card is the Keeper of the Scales. This is the second card. And at the top of the card, it says fairness and balance. Love this card. The law of harmony is enacted when the Keeper of the Scales comes to you as an ally. Align with her as the law states, making conscious choices that create balance in your life. When you do, you also magically align with the abundance of the universe and the powerful forces of synchronicity. This creates conditions and possibilities that lead to the fulfillment of your highest intention. Harmony begins with the self and then resonates outward to others. You're in harmony with yourself when you nurture yourself with love, respect, and abundance, always fully taking responsibility for your actions. Only then can you be in harmony with others. This is because love is the central force that connects all life and aligns you with like-minded others. Another message is restoration and the positive, fair resolution in all disputes, including those involving the legal system or other important exchanges. The Keeper of the Scales. She is a just and kind ally, always making sure balance is activated on your path. The challenger for this card. Events are turning your life upside down, and you may be dizzy and confused. Are you feeling that life is unfair for you right now? Do you believe others are getting ahead and leaving you behind? Could your ego be throwing things off? Your pride and self-centeredness may be weighing down the scales. Another message could pertain to the behaviors of others throwing your life out of whack. Are you around drama that causes you to become ungrounded or caught up in it? The keeper of the scales says that it's time to take a break. Do whatever is necessary in bringing yourself back into balance. Let go of all people, behaviors, and conditions that bring you into disharmony. You will be very grateful when balance restores and you're off the roller coaster. Get off the roller coaster, people. Okay? Like I said, when you don't do what is meant for you or what Spirit is talking about and you continue to stay on the hamster wheel, at some point in time, Spirit's going to stick a pencil in there and you're going to go flying off the wheel. Okay? And then you have to figure out, what am I going to do from here? Don't freeze up and stay. Move on. Move on. Find a new job, find a new situation, find a new place to live. Okay? That's Spirit telling you you don't belong there and it's time to move on. Remember, what comes around goes around. Justice will be served one way or another, and harmony is always restored. I truly believe in this. What comes around goes around. It could take up to 5 years sometimes, but the way that you treat people definitely goes back to that person if they treat people unfairly. Okay? It may not seem like there's justice right away, but you can sit back, grab some popcorn, and I tell you, it will. Okay? All right, the last card is the Diamond Dreamer. The Diamond Dreamer. And I got to find it in my book here because I'm reading right from the book for you guys. Okay, so here is the Diamond Dreamer for this week. Okay? And this card says natural wealth, true prosperity. This is what happens when you follow your life path and you do the right thing, is this card, the Diamond Dreamer. It's funny how I pulled these this week. When the Diamond Dreamer arrives, he represents the successful manifestation of the unseen into the material. So things that you've been wishing for and wanting for start to begin and show up in fruition in your life, okay? Be sure you truly want what you think you desire, for this ally will commit to getting it for you. All manner of conditions will flow around you. Messages from Spirit will serve to guide you toward achieving your heart's desire. If you want a house, you'll be led to it. If your priority is a new job, with the right continual steps, you will achieve this. If you desire a more harmonious relationship, the measures needed to create this will be obvious. A project finally pays off. Material gain and positive financial shifts may also be on the way. You will indeed see the tangible results of your ambition. The Diamond Dreamer also serves to guide you to the appropriate choices so that the unseen is awakened to move mountains on your behalf. Positive communication is now possible in all your relationships. Okay? The Challenger. The Diamond Dreamer challenges you to address your perception of the power of materialism. Do you focus on the material world above all else? Have you become hypnotized by the notion that it's the only reality? Have you grown too attached to stuff, to things? Have you come to consider wealth only to be the acclamation of worldly goods? Now is the time to find value and wealth in the tangible spiritual experience. Before anything is seen, reflected in the manifest world, it originates in the unseen, the spiritual, and the divine mind. Be careful what you wish to manifest, for you may not want to pay the price of keeping it once you get it. The Diamond Dreamer also reminds you that disappointment and disillusionment are sometimes the way home to the truth of what's best for you. He may be here to tell you that when you don't get what you want, it's being withheld from you because something better is in store, okay? Be compassionate with yourself and others at this time. Let the Diamond Dreamer lead you to the highest dreams for your perfect purpose and true prosperity. So sometimes when we don't get what we want, some of us will try to have a relationship and things will go wrong and they'll go wrong and we'll keep making excuses. It's Spirit's way of saying, this is not for you. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. There's something better out there for you. Okay, so that's this week's weekly Oracle reading. And like I posted earlier last week, I had some changes in my life last week. So I will be doing this full time from now on because that's what Spirit's wanted for me for a long time. And I've been fighting it and I've been kind of afraid to trust them and to go with my heart and just do what I'm supposed to be doing. So I've decided that I'm going to start doing this full time and I'm really busy. Okay, so you can find me on my YouTube station, Intuitive Medium Christine. You can go to intuitivemediumchristine.com, and you can also find me on Facebook. And I hope to be doing a lot more Facebook Lives for everybody because now I have the time. Okay, so in between doing readings and going places, and I'm going to start teaching pretty soon. In November, I'm going to start teaching some psychic and mediumship courses, and maybe teaching courses on how to use tarot cards. And you can find that all on my Facebook and my website. So remember, intuitivemediumchristine.com, and I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and take care. Blessings.